everyone, this is Catalina from daydreamingtoreality.com, and today I'm gonna teach you how to make beautiful business cards with your Cricut machine. Now, the method that I'm gonna use is print and cut. Therefore, if you have a Cricut Joy, this project is not compatible with your machine. Sorry. But if you have any of the Explorer family machines or the Maker machines, you can do this project with no problem. Now, here's the thing. I decided to use print and cut because as a business owner, you don't want to have to spend a lot of time making business cards, right? I mean, you should be spending on making orders or whatever your business is about, or baking, or I don't know. Therefore, you want to be efficient. When you decide to do business cards with your Cricut, you can just do a beautiful and quick design and just send it to cut multiple times whenever you run out. Also, you may also want to consider buying business cards because you can get 100 for as low as $18 or so. Before we go to Cricut Design Space, let me tell you what tools and materials we need for this project. First of all, you need a printer. And by a printer, I mean a printer that prints pretty, not a super cheap printer. Remember, these are your business cards, so you want everyone to see them to be like amazed about the quality. We need high quality cardstock paper. Now this one that I bought it feels very smooth and elegant. You don't want to find the cheapest cardstock, or because again, they're your business cards. It's like what someone is gonna think of you once you hand them that thing. And we also need a cutting mat. You can use the green mat, or for cardstock, if your blue mat is new, you can also use it. This is what I'm gonna use, but just so you know, you can also use a green mat. For this project, I'm gonna use my Cricut Explorer 3, but I'm also gonna give you some instructions of the things that you need to do if you have other machines. I'm here in Cricut Design Space and we are going to build our card. I do have an article with multiple SVG files for you to make cool business cards, including watercolor sheets, and you can make like really cute stuff like that, but I'm gonna leave that for another tutorial. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to make business cards from scratch. We're gonna be making a standard business card. First, go to the left panel and click on Shapes and select a square. Initially, it's always gonna be gray, and we are going to resize it for our cards. Now, here's the thing. The standard size of a business card is 3.5 by 2 inches, I believe. But if you keep the standard size, you will only be able to make 4 business cards per page. And that to me is a lot of waste. I mean, who's gonna go and see, oh, your business card is not the same size that it should be. So let me go ahead here and I'm going to unlock the proportions of the square. On my article, I made them 3.3 by 1.8, but when they're this size, I can make 10 business cards in a single page. And I like it. I like that. Now I'm going to lock again the proportions. And let me zoom in a little bit. And now we're gonna work on this beautiful card. First, I'm gonna change that color to white. Perfect. Now, a lot of business cards have divisions. One part is red, the other one is white, whatever. And I wanna add like a pop of color. So I'm gonna add another square here. Now, I'm going to find kind of like the width until I'm happy the way it looks here, but the height, it has to match the business card. So here I'm going to along the proportions. I already have the width I want, 1.4 inches, and then for the height, it has to be 1.75 that was the same height of my business card. And I'm going to change this color to I kind of want like a pink. We are going to be making card for a baker. Something very important that you have to do is to align things to perfection. The best way to do it is by using the align tool. So select both shapes, and first we're gonna align to the top, and now we are going to align everything to the left. And that looks beautiful to me. Don't you think? Here, you could do your logo here and the contact information on the pink square. I'm gonna add a logo here. But since I wanted to have a lot of contrast, I'm also gonna add a circle here. And I'm gonna change the color to white. You can also Google business card ideas and kind of like try to replicate the design you like in Design Space with shapes and the align tools. Is always a good idea to check. And now this one, I am going to align vertically, and now everything is nice and aligned. I like it. Should I make it a little bigger? Yes, perfect. I'm gonna do my best here and then align vertically. If you have a logo, you can just place it here, but I'm just going to put a little cupcake and kind of like what I think the name of this bakery would be. And let's do this here. Yeah, I'm gonna look for images. So since it's gonna be a baker, I'm gonna do cupcake. And there is some free options. This one is a free option. I think this one is really cute. Yes, 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 I like it. That's really pretty. I'm gonna add some text here. Now, a font that I really like is called DJ Jer, and it's very lighthearted and pretty. So click on text, and then the name of this company is Olivia's Treats. Now, if your name is Olivia and you sell bakery, this is just like fictional. I don't have any relationship with Olivia's Treats, so it's coincidence. And here I'm going to make the font way smaller. Let's start with 15 to see how it looks. Oh, that looks very good actually. And I'm going to change the font for the one that I like, DJ Jer. This one, I really like this font. Perfect. And I'm gonna have it to be black too. Now this looks a little bit like it needs some editing, so let's zoom in here so you can see better. I'm gonna edit the spacing here. So the line space, I'm gonna make it way smaller. Like, let's start with -2, how it looks. Let's do -2.3. I think even 3 could work, -3, -3.5. That looks good to me. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter here so everything looks nice. And I'm gonna bring my logo down. And I'm gonna have to make this a little bit smaller. Or you know what, I'm just gonna make the cupcake smaller here. You know, that cupcake, I'm not too happy with it. I'm just going to use another one. And this is part of the designing process. This is the one I used for my tutorial, but I just wanted to try something different. I think this one will work better. Yes, this works way better. So whenever you're making a project, you go back and forth to whatever it is that you like. We have our left side, right? We have our left side ready. I'm going to save here my changes, and I'm gonna put here business card. And now I'm just going to put the name, what is the position in the company, the contact information. Let's start here. I'm going to be using the same text. Olivia Davis. This is just a name I came up with. And we can put it like right here. Let's find another font to complete the contact information. Let's do Cricut Sans. Here I'm gonna put here owner, or you can put CEO, things like that. It doesn't have to be whatever your position is. I'm gonna put owner. I'm gonna change the color to black, making sure that all of this is black too. Owner. And now let's do the contact information. This is just like a phone number that I came up with, 745 7714. And we can also put your email, hello, and let's put Olivia's treats.com. And we can also do it, let's say you have an Instagram, you can put IG, Olivia's treats. I prefer the text to be aligned to the right, and to do that, once you're done typing, select it and align to the right, change the color to black so it matches our other fonts. And let's just put it over here. That looks pretty good to me. What do you think? I think it's perfect. I'm gonna put owner here. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. And this seems kind of like a little empty, so I'm gonna add very thin rectangle. Let me unlock the proportions. And then I'm just going to resize it like this. And place it kind of like over here. Like this. And I'm going to change the color to this cute pink over there, and that looks absolutely fantastic. Let's align these three things, align center horizontally, and that looks pretty good to me. We have our business card. Since we're gonna do print and cut, we need to flatten all of this. Let's select everything on your card and click on flatten. And this is our beautiful card. Make sure the machine you own is selected, and let's click on make it. Now here is our card. However, if you're gonna make business cards, I'm sure that you wanna do more than just one, right? Something that I really like to do is to add the copies in the matte preview. So click, let's just say, if you wanna make 100, let's see what happens. Look at, you have all of these new mattes that you have to do. But I'm not gonna make 100 cards. I'm just gonna make 10. And this is how it's looking like. Now we're gonna click on continue. First, you have to send it to a printer. Sometimes you have to tell your printer what type of paper you have and the quality. Since we're gonna be doing business cards, I like to print with a good quality. So do it from the system dialog. Like, let's say, for instance, print. Then here you can select the printer that you have. And I'm gonna click on preferences. And I'm going to say that I'm gonna print on cardstock. Where is it? Print. I have here cardstock. And the quality is going to be high. And this is the paper size, portrait, and everything is okay. Now I'm gonna print right now. Let me tell you, they're really cute. Now let's cut them. Here's the mat. And now I'm gonna place them just like Cricut Design Space showed. And with a brayer, just lightly press it down, just lightly, or with your hand. You don't need a brayer. I just love that tool. For the material, I'm going to select medium cardstock, and I'm gonna load the mat. I forgot to mention, if you have a machine with a smart set dial, I recommend you turn the dial to custom and then select the material from Cricut Design Space to follow along. Now, let's just press on the flash and go button to start our cut. Cricut is done cutting. I'm gonna unload the mat. Perfect. They're so cute. And let's just take the business cards out of the mat. Now, whenever you're taking things out of a Cricut mat, you wanna make sure that you bend it. This will prevent your material kind of like from curling. And here's one, just like that. There we go, we're done. And then this is just trash. These are our business cards. What do you think? I really like them. Okay guys, we just finished making these super cute business cards. Maybe I can show them closer to you here. That's pretty. No, you gotta admit it. And yes, they're smaller than a standard business card, but I think they look adorable. And they're fast, which I like. Anyway, other than that, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you learned something new from it. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to visit my website if you wanna read the tutorial. It's gonna be a little bit different, but the same concept applies. And that's it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.